Okay, guys and gals, when it comes to Star Wars and video games, they seem to merge or somewhat succeed in different genres, whether it's open world, RPG, even at some point racing. Now, we saw how so many people very much well received Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, while there were mixed feelings on the recent Battlefront 1 and 2. So, why am I mentioning this? Because news has broken that there's going to be three new Star Wars games in development, but that's not all. Now, what's kind of interesting that all of a sudden, a prototype footage of what could have been a potential Star Wars game, simply called Star Wars 1313, was leaked on YouTube very recently on a channel called The Fault. Now, it was footage that shows what looks like a young Boba Fett or something. Like Boba Fett would have been a playable character, of course, with third person cover shooting, similar to what has been known and seen in the Uncharted gaming series. And what's interesting as well is that Amy Hennig, who has known to write the Uncharted series for Naughty Dog, was supposedly going to be like one of the series, or at least the game's creative director. Now, this isn't exactly new. Announcement for this Star Wars 1313 was announced all the way back in E3 2012. So what happened? Well, it seems that all pre-existing Star Wars gaming development was put on hold or ceased. And then since then, the Star Wars gaming license has been passed on to EA Games. So it seems like that's not going to happen anytime soon. Although there was a time when Lucasfilm's president, Kathleen Kennedy, did say in 2015 that the project could still be in development. But then again, by now that it's 2022, it's not going to happen. Although currently, right now, when it comes to Star Wars games, there are at least two major announcements that are in development. One is Star Wars Eclipse, which is supposedly like a interactive drama type game that it's like you pick and choose scenarios on certain moments. If you know Heavy Rain, Detroit Become Human, Beyond Two Souls, you might know what I'm talking about. Plus, the recent announcement in early September of the Knights of the Old Republic remake that's coming to PlayStation 5. I'm assuming sometime in the future on Xbox Series S as well. So, I don't think that's going to be a series exclusive, but who knows what would have happened with this, Star Wars 1313. It seems like the world of that game, it was supposed to be like at least storyline set between prequel trilogy and the original trilogy. So that's what should almost happened. It's not the first time there was footage of a canceled Star Wars game. There was supposedly like something of a Star Wars Battlefront 3, at least like the old era, not the rebooted EA games Battlefront 1 and 2. So that's kind of new. But now that I think that it's kind of interesting timing that there's footage like this when looking at now that there's the book of Boba Fett Disney Plus streaming show ongoing. So maybe it was on purpose to add more excitement and hype regarding the whole Boba Fett fanfare going on. Again, I'm not sure what it's meant for, but at least it's good to know that there's more evidence of what could have been a possible Boba Fett video game.